just be prepared that it's not always, I guess, what it looks like on Instagram and that kind of stuff. What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm just going to be sitting down and talking to you guys about some frequent questions that I've gotten over the past couple months about the whole internship thing I'm doing here in Hawaii. Before I get started, I did just want to mention that I have a pretty big back to school giveaway going on right now. So if you want to be entered into that, it's super simple. I'm going to go ahead and leave that video linked below for you guys. And this video is actually in collaboration with my sweet friend Lauren Nally09. She is actually interning in New York City this summer, so we thought it would be cool to kind of show two different perspectives, because obviously New York is on the complete opposite spectrum from Hawaii.
Hey guys, it's Lauren from the YouTube channel Lauren Nally09. On my channel, I talked all about my internship in New York City, so if you guys are interested, please come on over and check out my video. And if you guys are one of my subscribers new to Adrienne's channel, make sure you guys subscribe to Adrienne. She is so awesome. So enjoy, and I'll see you guys over on my channel soon.
So I will go and leave Lauren's video linked below. You guys should definitely go check it out. She has been a long-time viewer of mine, and I've been watching her videos for several years too. So it's really fun to collab with long-time friends like this. And one more thing before I start, I'm just gonna answer the most frequently asked questions that I get, but if you have any extra questions, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I am always open to talking to you guys on there, and I want to help as many of you guys as possible because this has been such a good experience, and if I can help one more person do something like this, then that would mean the world to me. Alright, so starting off, the first question is how I actually landed this internship. I have a whole video about this, which I will leave linked below. But the way I got this internship was basically by seeking it out myself. There was no online advertisement for an ongoing internship with the company. I basically just knew that I wanted to intern in Hawaii this summer. So my brother lives here, and because of that, I've had the opportunity to come here quite a few times. I'm on the island of Oahu, and Oahu is definitely the most kind of industrialized island out of all the Hawaiian islands. Last time I came here was in the fall, and I promised myself that I was going to get off my butt and find an internship just so I could be here all summer, because this place really makes me so happy. So that's just what I did. Back in December, I just started looking up different companies here. I'm studying finance and economics, but I was open to interning somewhere beyond that. I didn't really limit myself to just a finance internship because I can always get a finance internship in Charlotte when I go back to school. So what I ended up doing is I kind of decided I want to work in like some kind of luxury industry, and I reached out to a luxury PR firm. So what PR firms do is they basically help launch brands, and they represent brands as well. So I reached out to a firm here, and I basically sent a cover letter and a resume. I will leave my cover letter and resume linked below for you guys so you can see an example of that. And I reached out and I just explained why I would love to intern with them. I wasn't asking for any kind of, compensation or anything like that. I just wanted experience. So then a couple weeks later, I ended up hearing back, and we did 2 Skype interviews, and I was offered the position. So they basically told me up front that I would only have to work 20 hours a week, meaning that I only have to work Monday through Friday from 9 to 1. And I also do not get really paid. Instead, I get a stipend of just like a couple $100 every 5 weeks. It's definitely not enough money to live on, but I'm definitely very grateful, and it, helps me buy groceries and that kind of stuff. Alright, so next, a lot of you guys have asked exactly what I do at the internship, and I think some internships you have very specific tasks, or like you're working on a specific project all summer, and my internship is just a little bit of everything. So in my office, a couple of my supervisors will have just extra things that they need my help with, and some of those things could be writing press releases, and one of my favorite things is coming up with our clients' campaigns. So a couple of our clients are like resorts on the other side of the world, and sometimes they will reach out to my company and be like, hey, we want to do some kind of social media campaign to bring awareness to this package we're doing, or this deal. Can you come up with some ideas? And that is something that I love doing. It's so much fun. I get to be so creative. And what's really cool about this is obviously I'm a business student studying finance at school, so a lot of what I'm doing in school is just mathematical and a lot of calculator work, and this has given me a really awesome opportunity to be creative and do stuff that I'm not able to usually do in college. I feel like people are always like, you need to do an internship with like what you want to do after college, which is so true, do not get me wrong, but I think it's also important to be well-rounded. And now the fact that I can put this on my resume, it's so different when I'm studying, but what if in 10 years I want to work for a PR firm? That way I can say I have the actual experience. I can confidently say that This summer is everything I ever hoped for it to be. I'm so lucky, but at the same time, I worked my booty off to make all this happen. Like, I'm living in a really cute apartment, right up on the ocean in a really awesome area that I feel very safe in. So I'm having a really good experience because I set myself up to. I will say, being 4,000 miles away from home, it didn't get to me at all the first month or so. You know, I knew that I would, you know, be home eventually, but I think I'm now starting to miss my friends and family a lot. I'm not homesick or anything like that, just because I know I'm in paradise and so many people would kill to be here. But you know, it does get a little bit hard sometimes, like not having all of my closest friends here. I was lucky enough and I had 3 different friends fly out to hang out with me this summer, and that was so much fun. And then I also do have an older brother that lives here, so having my brother right down the street from me has been a blessing, because if I ever feel like I'm in a funk or if I ever feel lonely, I can just go over to my brother's house and hang out with him, and he has introduced me to a ton of awesome people as well. Overall though, in total, I will have been here for 2.5 months. I think anything more, I would have probably gotten really homesick, and anything less would not have been enough time, because I mean, even at the end of June, I was just like, oh my god, I can't believe I only have a month left here, when in reality a month is such a long amount of time. But yeah, the only, I guess, little complaint I kind of have is just the fact that it's kind of hard being like 4,000 miles away from your friends and your family and not being able to just drive and go see them. You know, if I was interning, I guess, like, you know, in Tennessee, I could just drive home to North Carolina on the weekends. But this is a little different because I'm stuck here all summer, but it's fine. Like, I have my brother and I have my friends here and I have you guys, so I really haven't gotten homesick. So I know when you think of Hawaii, you kind of think of like, you know, a desert island with like shacks everywhere, and they have that here. It's just on the opposite side of the island. So instead, I live like in the hustle and the bustle of the city. So I think my favorite thing about being in the city is just being around so many people from so many different places. This is a huge tourist destination, and because of that, like, you'll have somebody right here from China, and then somebody from Australia, somebody from England. You just never really know what you're gonna get. Obviously, I also love just all the adventure that's available here, and it's all free. Like, it doesn't cost any money to go to the beach, it doesn't cost any money to hike. It's awesome, and like, there's always something to do, and I can confidently say I have never been bored here, because if I would ever be bored, I would just go swimming at the beach or something. And then my least favorite, I feel like you guys probably could have guessed this because I did something on Instagram about it the other day, it's just the cost. Everything is so expensive out here, and that's totally understandable, and I knew it was going to be expensive because I've been here. But for example, you know, a gallon of milk is like $9. A box of Oreos is like $8. My rent here is absolutely outrageous. The amount of money I'm paying for this little studio is, oh gosh, I can't believe I'm paying this much money. But I mean, it's totally worth it because of the location. But I just can't understand how people afford to live here 24/7, which I think is also really similar to New York, which is why I was really interested in doing this collab with Lauren, because New York City and Hawaii are both very expensive destinations. And then the other like least favorite thing, I guess, is just I feel so bad because there's a very big homeless problem here, and it's not like I have an issue with homeless people, it's just the fact that I feel bad for them. Like, there's only so much you can do to help, you know what I mean? And it's just like, sometimes I'll be in such a good mood and then I'll walk and I'll just be looking and realize how much poverty there is here because everything's so expensive, and I just feel bad, and it makes me wish I could do something big to impact all these people, but there's nothing like huge I can do other than like, you know, give them food or like clothes and stuff like that. So I think that's probably like one of my least favorite parts. I just feel really bad about a lot of people because I feel like some people are just stuck here. Next, my favorite place to go is probably the beach, obviously, but to be more specific, I like to get out of the city. Obviously, I'm here pretty much Monday through Friday just because I'm working, and then when I come home, I like to film and do YouTube. But on the weekends, I really like to go to the North Shore, which is on the opposite side of the island. I don't have a car, so what I like to do is use Turo to take a car across the island. If you guys are 21 and are looking to rent a car, I would 110,000% suggest Turo. I've used it like 3 or 4 times since being here, and I always rent like a cute ass convertible, and I feel so bougie, and it's always cheap. It's like, I don't know, like $60 for the day. If you guys have never used it, use my coupon and you will get $25 off your first ride. This video is not sponsored by Turo at all, but I know being young and renting a car can kind of be hard, and a regular car rental place is like $200 a day here, and Ontario it's only like 60. So I like to rent a car on the weekend and just go across the island. Sometimes I bring a friend, sometimes I just go with myself, and I just like to chill and smell the water and listen to the peace and quiet, because there are thousands of people in this city that I'm in. So my favorite thing to do is just get across the island and just, you know, peace out and just, I don't know, relax. And then finally, I wanted to talk to you guys about whether or not I would do this again. So I definitely think I would do this again, just not here. Obviously, I would want to go to somewhere new, but if you're thinking about going to Oahu, oh my gosh, do it. Like, this place has been amazing. You don't need a car. You can walk everywhere in the city that you need to, and like worst case, you can just take the bus or take an Uber. I think the number one thing though that I've taken away from this is learning to just love myself alone. I have had more alone time, I think, here than I ever have in my entire life, because obviously I have roommates back home, which is really fun. I love having roommates. And it's not like I'm here on some summer study abroad program that I'm like put with a bunch of people. No, it's just me here. Obviously I've made friends and stuff, but I've really learned to love myself, and I've gotten to know myself a lot more. I've learned discipline and work ethic and all that kind of stuff. It's really been an amazing experience. If you're interested in doing something like this, I would 10,000% suggest doing it. I just would make sure you're, one, living somewhere practical that you can afford and that you have transportation. Obviously I don't have a car, but I made sure that I was living somewhere within walking distance of my job. So I got my job first, and then I found out where I was gonna live. And I would also just make sure that you have like the mental capacity to do it, because I know so many people have told me like, oh my gosh, I would have gotten so homesick by now. And some people are a lot more of a homebody than I am. I personally, like, I can be away from my friends and family for a couple of months and be okay. But I would just make sure that if you're going somewhere secluded like this, just be prepared that it's not always, I guess, what it looks like on Instagram and that kind of stuff. Alright, you guys, so that is basically it for the video. I really hope this helped you guys out. I know some of you have had questions about this, so I'm really glad I could just sit down and answer all your questions. I am so incredibly thankful to have had an experience like this, and I tell you guys this all the time, but like dead ass, I could not have done this without you guys' love and support. You guys know that YouTube is my job, so you guys have helped me make it out here, and I could not be more grateful for that. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to watch Lauren's. I will have her linked below. So if you're interested in doing something kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum, like New York, she will definitely give you all the answers that you're looking for. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Don't forget to enter my back to school giveaway. I'll have the link below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!